Hello everyone, welcome to another course play tutorial on course play 5. Today we're going to be looking at the course play for, let me move over here so you can see this, fertilize and seeding. If we zoom in down here on the course play control, there you go, the tab that's blue right there, fertilize and seeding, that's the one we want. We'll click on that and we will tell it what field we're on, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go auto working with. I know in the last episode I said that we were going to use the loaded course, but I went with something different. Potatoes are something a lot of people don't do because they're very narrow. They take a lot of time to plant, and they take a lot of time to harvest and stuff. Well, with course play, you don't have to worry about it. You can set them and let them go, and then go do something else. So we're going to use field 17 again, and we're going to use the southeast edge just like we have been. Let's pull up our mini map here. There we go. Longest edge, yes, definitely deactivated. Headlands, we're going to run it, yes, backwards that way, and we're going to run the headland first this time. As you can see, there's a little arrow right there. I may not have pointed that out in the last ones, but there's a little arrow right there telling you which one it's going to do second. So, if you want this before this, then it needs to go that way. If you want this before this, then it needs to go that way. So, there you go. That's kind of the lesson in that. Bypass islands, we want deactivated. There we go. One tool. There is no multiple tools. This is it. It's the only one. And let's generate course. Now, you see it's got us going that way. Let's check this out here. It's got us starting right here in this bottom corner and going around and then making a run back and forth and stopping right here. So now that is set up, we need to save this. So let's go with field 17 Tater. Oh, I'm using all caps for some reason. Tater. We'll use all caps, that's fine. Tater seeding. There we go. And this is with the whoops. I wonder if that's saved. It did, okay. Well, either way, you really want to put what implement you're using, so I'm using the 6 meter wide grimy. I was going to put like 6G in there so I know. You want to put something to indicate it. That way, if you get a different one or if you use another one, whatever else, you know it's there. So we're going to go back and put this in a folder. This is kind of a refresher from the last one. If you want to do that, you click on, you go over to where the course you want is and click the up arrow on the folder. And then you click the down arrow on the folder you want to put it in. So there we go. Now you see it shows up here. Now, that's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Now, we want to exit out of that. That is saved. We want to go to here. We want to tell it transfer. So this is drive from start to finish. We want to put some placeable refill points somewhere. I do not have placeable refills on. So what you'll want to do then, if you don't have a refill point on your map, you're going to need to use pallets. And let me buy some pallets and place them at the store real quick, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, fertilizer is purchased. Seed is purchased. It's all at the store. I do not have placeables on. So without placeables, you're going to need to buy them, and if you're going to buy the pallets for this, you're going to take up room at your store, and you're going to make sure wherever you put the pallets are in the exact same spot every time, or this is not going to work. I recommend using the placeable refill mod. It's just easier if you're using course play. If you're already using course play, you might as well use it because it gives you the ability to let them go fill up and come back without having to purchase pallets and making sure they're in the exact same spot every time. For this instance, though, we're going to use the pallets at the store because I don't have the placeable refill mod on. Now, this can get a bit tricky. I'm not going to move them around and put them in the exact same spot every time. I'm going to buy them, leave them at the store, and I probably won't be buying anything else for a while anyway. So that's kind of my logic on it. If I'm working on fields and stuff, I'm trying to make money to buy more stuff. So let's start recording path here. We want to make sure that we're in the transport mode, which is just a straight arrow. It's transport point A to point B. We want to make sure we're around 20 miles per hour. That way we know that we're not too fast, and we know that every move we make is deliberate. When you're running long courses like this, you want to make sure that see like that right there, that guy getting in the way. That can be a hindrance, but they will stop and they will continue, and we're just going to keep driving this course even though this car is coming. We're going to keep driving this course, and hopefully they work it out amongst themselves. And normally they will. The course play's pretty good about saying, hey, I'm stuck in traffic, you know, need to come help me out. Alright, now as we get here, we're going to make sure that we get just close enough to these to refill. And we did. We're going to stop that one, and we're going to move on down. We're going to drive right next to these the whole way down. That way, as they fill up and they go away, he keeps driving this course. And then when we get here, we're going to stop it, and we're going to tell it to refill the liquid, if it will. There we go. We're going to refill the liquid fertilizer just a little bit there. There we go. Perfect. And we're going to drive out of here, and we stay just close enough to the last few, hopefully, that it will pick up. And we're going to come back around. And always make sure, as you're driving these, you make sure you stay on your side of the road. Because if you set up multiple course-play courses, it will be easier to let them do their thing without running into each other. So I'll always try to stay in a lane of traffic somewhere. There we go. As you can see, I got a bit off coming across there. But that's okay. And then making the turns are usually going to be kind of wide, but if you have multiple tractors working on multiple fields, they may run into each other at some point. Coming back is not as important because most of the time you're only going to have one tractor doing this on one field. If you do have multiple, then you want to be very careful about your routes. Now, we can just stop that there, and we can take a look at the route, make sure. Looks good. Okay, and now we can save that. Field 17 refill. Save course, and we're going to go down here. We're going to exit that course. We're going to put this course, the refill course. Click the up arrow, click the down arrow in field 17, and we're going to load the seating, the tater seating course first. So we click that folder right there. And then we're going to click the refill course next. We click that one right there, and if we look at this, it should have the field and then the run to refill. Okay, perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to save these two courses as field 17 seed tater and refill. And no, that's the money sign. That's not the one I wanted. That one, refill. There we go. It's probably supposed to be 1L, but whatever. I'm not good with words. So now we have the refill, the tater refill set up together. So now we can load that course, and it should give us both of them. So you don't have to individually click these. You can load as many courses as you want, save it and hit load, and it loads the entire course together. So you don't have to keep doing that. So we're going to put this guy up here in this folder. You want to make sure you keep your other ones, though. You can make a raw folder, like for your refill points, your transport points, and then your offload points or whatever. And then when you put them all together, you can save it and make an actual work folder out of it, right? I would probably do that as well, thinking about it. All right, so now we have this set up. We're going to start from right here and just tell it to drive course on seed and refill. We want to make sure we're on plant and refill right here on this one. And we're going to hit drive course, and let's see what happens. I don't really know what's going to happen, to be honest with you. He may actually start. Actually, let's stop driver, because he may actually try to start from a really weird position there. Our start point is right here, so let's go over here to the start point. Because it will pick up at the nearest waypoint if you have that selected. So start course at next closest waypoint. It will start from that waypoint. So if you're starting the course, try to come over here and start from the original waypoint. What is he doing now? They do this sometimes. They get kind of weird on you. So not real sure what's happening here. It's like he chose to skip the rest of that for some reason. And now we're running the up and down pattern instead of the headland. Oh, you know what? Did I have the headland? I left the... No, that's right. I don't know why he's doing this. Kind of strange. Whichever. He should do the entire field. If he doesn't, we'll bring him back and make him do it again. I want him to use enough of this, though, that we need to refill it, because that's kind of the point. Let's watch the seed refill. The Magnum is slipping. Guys, you remember this a couple episodes ago where we did the plowing and stuff? Let's go check out the Magnum and see what he is stuck on. This is what I was talking about. Sometimes they will get stuck on other things. So even though we ran the headland, we only ran one or we ran three? Yeah, we ran three, and he still got stuck on this rock over here. So again, from time to time, they will get stuck. You will have to go get them out, but they're pretty good about letting you know. And we should just be able to hit drive course from here. They should continue right down this path where he was. Hopefully. Okay, so he didn't turn the plow, so now he's off a little bit. He was supposed to turn the plow there. And hopefully that doesn't mess up the rest of it, but so let's stop driver. Let's turn plow. I can get it to come back around here. Yeah, so from time to time you will have the issue of them getting stuck on things, and you'll have to go move them. And with plowing, it's really weird because their offset varies depending on where they're at. This should be That's closer anyway. I don't know why he's so far off though. That's weird. May have had something to do with the headland there. I don't know. But either way, yep, he's working fine. Let's go back over here and check on field 17, wherever it's at. There it is. He is doing good. He is up and down the field right now. Looks like he is going to come back and run a headland around this, maybe. I'm not real sure what's happening here. I've never used a potato harvester, a potato seeder for this, so I don't know really what's going on. It looks like he's going to back up, though, and start. So if you have turn on field activated, let's go look at that setting. Where is it at? Here's your miles per hour, by the way. I said I was going to look at this. You can go into the odometer setting here and tell it turn speeds, field speed, all that kind of stuff. In this setting here, turn on field is activated. These are just basic settings. Turn circle, you can make that bigger or smaller or whichever else, and then refill until 100%. Yes, you can tell it to drive on at 90%, whatever you want to do there. You can set it. Just play with this part and get it where you want it. I recommend leaving it as factory setting as possible. And then if you want to, you can turn off the ridge marker. They don't really need the ridge marker. You need the ridge marker, right? So you can turn off the ridge marker as well under just the play, start, stop thing there. But either way, guys, that is planning and refill. Again, remember to save those together. That way you don't have to go in and load each course as you go. Just keep that in mind. Load them together, save them together. That way you can load one course instead of having to find them both and load them both and make sure they're right and which order they were in and all that kind of stuff. Make sure when you load them, though, you always load seeding first and then your refill second. And then anything else after that you won't. So if you wanted to make another path to another field and go to that path and do the same thing, you can do that too. I want to try one of these days to do multiple fields with one course play route. So have them plant and seed multiple fields with one course play route. But we'll see how that works out. Either way, guys, that's going to do it for me. I have to take off. I hope you've enjoyed this. If it has helped you out, leave a comment. Let me know how it helped you, or if you want to see something different, or if there's something you're still not understanding about it, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. See you guys in the next one. Later, everybody.